Then what are the roles that a man should have? First of all, before we come to those roles, what should you do in marriage? There are 6 P's that we need to consider in marriage, Obinna.
Okay.
And before I go through that, we discuss the triangles of marriage. Triangles of marriage.
Class is in session, watu wa kuandika waandike. Wewe una watch tu hapo na umekaa kando ya mtu wako na tayari unapanga kumwacha.
Wachukue notes,
Chukua notes. Umekaa unasema hii gunia iweka tu hapa juu tayari mimi nishajipanga.
The first triangle of love, Obinna. This is called a marital triangle. In marital triangle, we have friendship, we have courting,
Okay.
and we have communication. That, Obinna, if you have friendship, courtship, and communication, this is what makes marriage. That if you're a friend to your partner and you court your partner and you communicate with your partner very well, then that
is
equal to marriage. Okay? Then the second triangle of marriage or love is where you have God. You have wife and you have husband. The relationship between wife and God is called a vertical relationship. The relationship between husband and God, or God and husband, God and wife, or wife and God, is also called a vertical relationship. The relationship between wife and husband, or husband and wife, is called a horizontal relationship. Obinna, anytime the relationship between wife and God is broken, marriage is broken. Anytime the relationship between husband and God is broken, marriage is broken. So anytime a vertical relationship is broken, marriage is broken. Why? Because in a marriage, you need to invite God. You need to be very spiritual, even if you are not so deeply involved in matters God. But know the relationship between you and God. Because remember, in the beginning, God created a man, and so the need of giving a man that helper who is a woman. So which means from the beginning, God wanted a man to exist and have a wife. Are we together?
Yep.
At the same time, anytime the relationship between wife and husband is broken, marriage is broken, or husband and wife is broken, marriage is broken. So therefore, anytime a vertical relationship is broken and a horizontal relationship is broken, it means that the marriage is broken. So it means that when you are marrying, you have to invite God as the third party in your marriage. Very, very important. And that will lead me to discuss another thing hapo mbele. Then the third triangle, here we have children. Then we have mother. And we have father. So this is husband, father or husband. This is we have mother or
wife.
mother or wife. Equally, the relationship between mother and children is called a vertical relationship. Equally, the relationship between father and children or children and father is also called a vertical relationship. But the relationship between mother and father is called horizontal relationship. This is what keeps marriage alive. If the relationship between mother and child is bad, or child and mother is bad, then there will be a problem in this family. Equally, if there is a poor relationship between children and father, or father and children, then there will be a big problem in this family. And if there's a problem between mother and father, there will equally be a big problem. So that leads us to the next thing, that we talk about the 6 P's. The 6 P's in marriage. The first P is prayers. P for prayers. I will discuss them. I'll just write them. Next one is protection in no particular order. The next one is presence. Presence. To be present. Then the next P is provision. Then the next P is purpose. And the last P is play. The first P, which is prayers, Obinna, in your marriage, you must invite God. Let me just sit down, we discuss, because mambo bado iko mengi hapa.
Venye tunaandika notes mpaka mkono sasa.
Now,
okay.
Prayers. As I've said, if you have your wife, you need to pray with your wife every day. You can pray with her every morning, pray with her every evening. Or if morning you are leaving at different times, then you can pray in the evening if you come back. Some come back late, some work in the evening also. But at least find yourselves time that you can come together for the sake of your marriage. Okay. So you pray together. They say a family that prays together lives together. Okay? Read the Bible, get to know what is your relationship with God from wherever you are, whichever religion you belong to. Okay? Also involve children. Take them to church. Let them be brought up in the way that pleases the Lord. Okay? Because also the Bible says that teach a child on the ways that you want them to go. And eventually they will come back to those ways that you taught them. So if they are good ways, that is where they will turn out to be good. If they are bad ways, they will turn out to be bad. Then as a man, you need to provide protection to your family. You need to protect your family as a man. Protect your family from the external predators. Protect your family from any other issues. You need to provide protection as a man to your family. Then as a man, you must be present. Be available. Do not confuse presence with the presence of gifts. So you can be giving gifts but you disappear. That is, wenye watu wanasema kitanda sio jeneza. Kitanda inataka watu wangapi? Jeneza ndio unalala mtu ngapi? Mtu moja. So be present. So your presence. If you are present, then a lot can happen in that marriage. Because you have to create time.
Yeah,
create time.
Wako na wako.
Create time for your children.
Yeah.
Create time for your wife. communicate, talk about issues. Then provide, provision. As a man, you need to provide two things. You need to provide materially, where you provide, if you earn more than your wife, you can provide. We will talk about the finances as one of the issues that brings a lot of challenges in marriage.
Okay.
So you need to provide food, provide rent, provide material things. Then also provide emotionally. Because most of the time men say that, oh, Obinna, you tell your wife that, oh, you know, nakupatia kila kitu, nimekununulia hii, naleta food, nalipa rent, nafanya hii.
Shida iko wapi?
Shida iko wapi?
Wacha kunizumbua.
But you see, you are not providing emotionally, emotional neglect. So your wife feels empty, or your husband also feels empty. Provide emotionally, emotional provision. Then purpose. What is the purpose of your marriage? You need to set up short-term goals, median goals, and long-term goals that you want to achieve in the family. Remember, we said love alone is not enough. You have to work. You are two imperfect people who wants to make it perfect. You should not want to make it perfect. You should strive to progress, not to perfect. Don't strive for perfection. Just look for progression. Progress as you move on, because marriage is built. It is something which is built. And then you need to play. Hapo ndio tulisema kitanda sio jeneza. Okay?
Yeah.
Play badminton.
Panga kazi.
Panga kazi. It is very, very important.
Okay.
So Obinna, once you do that as a man, I don't think if you shall have a problem in your marriage. Now, priorities of a man. You must respect your wife. As a man, respect your spouse. Number two, you must be an understanding husband. Understand. Listen to your wife. Listening brings understanding. Hearing will lead to another thing altogether. If you listen, you will understand. But if you just hear, it brings a lot of things, brings even arguments. So listen to understand. Then be an understanding dad also in the family. You need to understand. Be a leader. As a man, you are the person who's leading this family. If you lead this family in the hall, that family shall be led in the hall. If you take them to the bush, they shall be led in the bush. Yeah. So be a leader. Provide leadership in the family. Those are the priorities. Another priority of a man is that after all this, then you can look at your personal issues. That is where your career comes in, your profession comes in, your business comes in. Then after that, that is where now other people that you are looking up to, they are those that you can give priority. They are those that are your mentors, those people that you want to look up to, those whose marriages have succeeded, those that you can consult. Okay? Then that is where now next you go to the extended family. And in the extended family, you also have to be very careful, because you have to also respect your extended family. That's part of your family. You have to understand them, give them time. You have in-laws who are part of your families. And also in-laws can be serious problems to your marriage if you don't handle them well.
We'll discuss them. They're on the lineup.
We will discuss them. Then after that, you go to now friends. Friends should be the last. Hapo. Kwa hii mambo yote. Okay? Because this is where friends will also, they can also lead to your marriage being, your marriage breaking, because friends can tell you, oh, usikaliwe na mwanamke, knowing very well that ukikaliwa na mwanamke utasikia utamu, lakini ukikaliwa na mwanaume mwenzako si utaumia. Utasikia. Hiyo ni maisha tofauti, right? Because friends can tell you that, right?
Yeah.
Then what are the priorities of a woman, Obinna? The first one is to respect your husband, respect your spouse. Then be a very understanding wife. Understand your husband. Get to know, what does your husband want? What does she like? What does he like as a husband? Then after that, the first teacher in a family is a wife. Wife is the first teacher to the husband. Wife is the first teacher to the children. Be a teacher. as a wife, to your children. We'll talk about children. We'll also discuss further about it.
Okay.
Then be a homemaker, not a home wrecker. Be a homemaker.
Yes.
After that, you can look at your career, the profession, of which majority of people put their profession first.
Kazi yangu kwanza, family next.
Priority iko
shifted
upside down, right? Then after that, you can talk about the people that you can engage in terms of when there are issues, your role models, okay? Then extended family. Then after that, you can talk about friends. Those are the priorities.